All right, 10 o'clock, 10, 10 minutes in. Here we go. Action, piece by piece. Welcome to Piece by Piece, where we're trying to bring peace to the world by piece instead of, war and guns and whatnot. My name is Malik. I am studying hip hop at ASU. I have a feeling this is too loud. Yeah, I'm getting my master's in musicology, and I'm very excited to be here talking to you today about Yeezy, Kanye West, and his pursuit of creative freedom, independence, and the importance of that in, achieving peace. And yeah, I really appreciate hip hop as an art form because it affords people the accessibility to creative freedom, independence, and really emphasizes things like, passing on knowledge and taking ownership of what you're making and being an entrepreneur through those things. So on that same wave of entrepreneurship, now you see my little, we got this tripod going over here. We're going to get on Whatnot, and we're going to sell some Yeezy. I picked this up also on Whatnot. It's some Yeezy Gap. I could pull it up on the screen what it look like. Here we go. What it does. All right, we back. So yeah, this is what we got right here. You can see. It's a nice hoodie. I think we'll do pretty well on the Whatnot streets. So yeah, we're gonna go and gotta charge for Demna. Anyway, so yeah, we're talking all about Ye today, and him trying to get free, creative freedom, freedom of expression, artist independence, and we're gonna explore that through Alligator Boots. It's this pilot he shot for Comedy Central. It's 16 minutes long, give or take. No, it actually is, yeah, about 16 minutes long. There's not really extra. You can look it up on YouTube. There's like a bunch of versions that I've seen. So I think even if they start taking it down, you can probably find it around YouTube. I also found a really cool behind the scenes of like the making of this, and it shows all the different people involved and like different stages of life they were at. Jimmy Kimmel, he made a show called Crank Yankers back in the day, and it was about puppets that would prank call people, and there were tons of different rappers that were involved. Not tons. I think Eminem was on Crank Yankers, and Snoop Dogg was on Crank Yankers. And I think the name of the studio is called Jackhole Productions. Jackhole Productions. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about right here. And Rhymefest was a big part of it too. Rhymefest and Ye are... I honestly don't know too much about Rhymefest. He's someone that I want to learn more about. But him and Ye are obviously tight. And you can see in the behind the scenes, like Common's there, Big Sean's there. I actually didn't see Big Sean in the video, but this says that Big Sean was there. Shout out to Big Sean. And Rhymefest. I kind of think I saw John Legend. Important people that were connected to this getting made. Alligator Boots. And one of them was Kim Kardashian. And in one of the stories that I heard, this is where Kim and Kanye first met, but I'm not sure that that's actually true off of, I did some more research, and I think they probably met before that, but yeah, nonetheless, I think this was like one of the first times they worked together. And Kim is Princess Leia. So I'm going to just play a quick little clip. And
what's going on, man? Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you. I lied. You can't take everybody at the word, Kanye. I thought you knew that. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Take it easy.
you can see Pig Troy right here. And he's the one that told Ye, like, if he did this song that Pig Troy made, then Ye would be able to, you know, have his freedom to do what he wanted to do. And the song that Pig Troy wants to make is called Baby in the Club. Baby in the Club. Look at that girl with a baby in the club. And I think the reference or the point that Ye is trying to make here is that he and other artists are often forced by the industry to create art that doesn't necessarily appeal to their own values. You just see a lot of different stereotyping throughout. The song came out in 2020. It's got Travis Scott on it. This is on Good Music. Travis wrote on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Travis has had tons of Ye features, tons of Ye production. Ye says he created Travis's genre. Ye says he created every genre of rap that's come out since 808s and Heartbreaks, which was 2008, which is about the time that Alligator Boots came out. Interesting thing about Kim and Alligator Boots also is her tape with Ray J had just come out. So nobody really knew who she was besides that. Not nobody, but this was the beginning of that, 2008, 2007. So, and they didn't, the people that were making Alligator Boots, the Jackhole guys, they weren't checking for Kim. But Ye really specifically asked for Kim. And they weren't really looking for Kim's look. They were looking for, pull up the article. Kanye came to me and said, I want to put Kim Kardashian in the show. Now, at that point, Kim Kardashian was known for only one thing, her sex tape with Ray J, which had just come out. Or we initially wrote it for, I don't want to say Paris Hilton, but somebody else. We were talking about it. Kanye was like, nah, get Kim Kardashian. So it looks like they were looking for, a more stereotypical beauty for the role. Or I guess, yeah. I think that's the right word to use. They were looking for their view of beauty, and Ye insisted on bringing Kim into that space. And Ye discusses also a lot about how fashion houses weren't really interested in dressing Kim before he was dressing her, and how she really faced a lot of discrimination in those high fashion spaces, the same way that he did. And just discussing the standard of beauty and how she fit into that, and the standard of beauty in modeling and the way that she fit into that, and how he discusses a lot about how that's changed. And just the way high fashion is viewed, and the way models are cast and photographed, and just the way that's looked in their lives, and the way that's affected them, and the way they've had an impact on that, Kim and Ye. At all the different stages of Ye gaining independence, there's a little bit of a bloodbath, and I think that's kind of what this song is getting at. It's lead single to Donda, So yeah, Donda was the period of time where Kim was kind of walking away. Time that they really did anything together publicly. Oh, like I think besides Virgil's funeral was during like the Donda listening parties or like the releases. She came out in like this all white, like a wedding dress, pretty much. Yeah, she was part of the show. Yeah. This was the same time he changed his name too, from Kanye to Ye. The reason he did that, I think, is because he doesn't like completely own the name Kanye West. Definitely doesn't have full control over it, because of his who owns the music. He discusses a lot about him owning his masters, and it's a lot of like Taylor Swift talks about. It's the reason she released her Taylor's version of a lot of her albums is because she didn't have ownership over her name, her voice being used. Ye was getting separated from not only like selling his music through a record label or having his music owned by a record label, but also his other creative endeavors, his clothes and his shoes. He's been in like ongoing. He's always had issues with Adidas, which I think is part of the marketing of it, is that the beef, like when people are out screaming fuck Adidas all over China, like they're still screaming Adidas. He's been in ongoing dispute with Adidas. He actually literally just got free of the situation. There's an article that came out yesterday, and the CEO of Adidas did a conference call with a bunch of reporters, I guess. I couldn't really figure out who exactly was let into the room, but Reuters was. And this is the quote. It was, there isn't any more open issues, and there is no money going either way, and we both move on. This is a quote from Reuters. It's a different quote in different articles, which, like, again, sounds like they were just in a conference call, probably a big Zoom room, and they all have, different wordings. But the important thing is that no money changed hands. Like Adidas didn't have to pay Ye anything. Ye doesn't have to pay Adidas anything else, and they're two separate entities. And before, Ye was in a place where he actually makes a statement on Drink Champs. I wonder if I can find it real quick, because it sounds... I mean, it still sounds crazy, but it sounds... I'd rather it come out of his mouth.
Anti-Semitic, and they can't drop me. I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me. Now what?
Well, shockingly, Adidas dropped Kanye after his latest anti-Semitic tirade went viral. The artist formerly known as Kanye West has seen his large share of breakups, but people are now wondering why he's been allowed to speak for years against the black community, but there seems to be a line drawn in the sand when it comes to anti-Semitism. That's a good point.
When you hear about slavery for 400 years, for 400 years, that sounds like a choice. Like, you was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all?
So, yeah, Ye has said a lot of and done a lot of things to make people mad and feel like they need to distance himself from him. And this is one of those examples. But I think there was a lot of different layers of thought behind what he was doing, why he was doing it, and how he was doing it. I think we could have a really long, drawn-out discussion about the role of Palestine protests in the black community, and we could discuss just a conversation about what anti-Semitism is in light of those things, and just the nuance that exists. And like, yeah, that's a really delicate conversation, I feel like, to have. But I think that's all layered into what happened between Ye and Adidas, and Adidas being a German brand, and him making that statement on Drink Champs and the way it affected him. But yeah, literally just yesterday, that conference call went out, that report went out, that Adidas and Gap, or not Adidas and Gap, Ye and Adidas are done. No more arguing, no more friends, and he's free to create outside of that corporate structure of Adidas. And I have another song that I wanted to look at, Caught in Their Eyes, by Jay-Z. You heard Ye talking about slavery, and I think in a lot of ways that's how he feels as a creative, or that's how he's felt. That's why he's like driven so hard and pushed for his own independence, and that's what a lot of different artists feel. And Jay-Z discusses this about Prince. We were kind of talking earlier about Taylor Swift, and how she was stuck in a contract with Scooter, or like stuck in a situation where she didn't own her own music. Prince, let's see who Lundell McMillan was. So Jay starts out, I sat down with Prince eye to eye. He told me his wishes before he died. Now Lundell McMillan, he must be colorblind. They only see green through them purple eyes. Lundell McMillan, who was Prince's former attorney and the advisor to his estate, sued Tidal for copyright infringement after making Prince's previous albums available on the streaming service. Prince's music is now available on all streaming services. Yeah, that's how Lundell McMillan is. They eyes hide, they eyes high. My eyes wide shut to all the lies. These industry niggas, they always been fishy, but ain't no biggie, no lazy eye, huh? This guy has slave on his face. You think he wanted the masters with his masters? You greedy bastard sold tickets to walk through his house. I'm surprised you ain't auctioned off the casket. Yeah, there's a really cool picture. Prince, slave on face. Let's do that. Prince did a performance and he wrote slave on his face. Just kind of as a protest to his inability to control his own music. And what up, Dave? Dave's back. Shout out to Dave. Hey.
Hey, we got coffee.
We got coffee. Shout out to Mythical. We shouting out all of our future sponsors. To Piece by Piece. I want to bring out this tweet. My children will own my masters, not your children. My children, my children, my children. I am one of the most famous people on the planet, and Universal won't tell me what my masters cost because they know I can afford them. Black masters matter. Yeah. I think Alligator Boots, if you watch it all the way through, there's a lot of layers of comedy and meaning within the comedy that points to the need for creative freedom, and how true independence comes from that. And like, if someone isn't free, then nobody's free. And we can end on Jordan Peele's not so hot moments in Black history. Jordan Peele wrote this skit around the same time as he was writing Get Out, and I think there's again, a lot of layers, a lot of interesting layers of comedy, meaning, and a discussion of like what freedom really is and what the dream is. Yeah, this is right in the middle of Alligator Boots, literally smack 808. That's funny, 808.
Moments in Black history. Brothers and sisters, last night I had another dream. I had a dream that there was me and this giant ice cream cone, right? But it was also my wife at the same time, and we were at a non-segregated Woolworths, and we're trying to figure out where the Easter baskets were kept, but we couldn't find them because the aisles kept rotating. I had a dream that all of a sudden it was my mama's house, and it's the future, and all the little black children and all the little white children all become giant black and white slugs who try to take over the earth. I had a dream that together the Negroes and the whites realize that we can fight the slugs with none other than common table salt, which was pepper in the dream for some reason, but I knew I meant salt. And of course I'd change it into salt should I ever decide to turn this into a screenplay or something. Anyway, I had a dream. The humans end up winning. We all kill the slugs in their sleep. And we all sing, she'll be coming round the mountain, she'll be coming round the mountain, she'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. And then I wake up. So, that was the new dream. So please don't count on that other shit happening just yet, alright?
Shoot 'em high as a motherfucker, fly as a motherfucker.